If dopamine disappeared from your brain right now, you wouldn't feel sad. You wouldn't feel happy either. You wouldn't feel anything. You wouldn't get up. You wouldn't care. You wouldn't chase goals. You wouldn't even have the urge to move. That same chemical is also the reason so many people today feel distracted, unmotivated, addicted, restless, and empty, even when nothing is technically wrong with their life. And most people don't actually understand what dopamine is. They think it means happiness. They think it means pleasure. They think it means joy. It doesn't. So today I'm going to explain dopamine in the simplest way possible, what it really is, how it quietly controls your behavior, why it drains your motivation, and how to take control of it without becoming extreme or hating your life. By the end of this video, you'll understand what dopamine is, when it activates, and how to work with it instead of fighting it. Let's clear up the biggest misunderstanding first. Dopamine is not happiness. Dopamine is not pleasure. Dopamine is anticipation. It's the chemical that tells your brain, that might be important. Go get that. This could help you. Dopamine fires before the reward, not after. That's why you feel pulled before opening your phone. You feel excited before junk food. You feel motivated before something new. Once you actually get the thing, dopamine drops. That right there is the first trap. Why does dopamine exist at all? Because thousands of years ago, humans needed it to survive. Dopamine pushed humans to hunt food, find shelter, explore, build, connect. If you didn't feel driven to act, you died. Back then, food was scarce, comfort was rare, pleasure had to be earned, effort always came first. Now look around. Food is everywhere. Entertainment is endless. Pleasure is instant. Same brain, completely different world. Your brain still thinks you're surviving in nature, but now you're surviving algorithms. Here's how dopamine actually takes control. Not aggressively, not violently, quietly. It whispers, just check your phone. Just one video. Just one scroll. You can start later. And every time you listen, your brain learns. It stores a pattern. Easy reward works. Your brain does not care about your future. It does not care about your dreams. It only cares about what gives reward right now. So the more dopamine you get from scrolling junk food porn, constant stimulation, the less motivated you feel to do studying, working, training, praying, building, anything meaningful, because those things give delayed dopamine. Your brain starts asking, why struggle when pleasure is right here? Here's the part most people never hear. Every dopamine spike is followed by a dip below baseline, meaning scroll to small high to emptiness junk food to quick hit to sluggishness. Porn to intense spike to numbness. That empty feeling afterward, that's not weakness. That's chemistry. Your brain is rebalancing, but if you spike dopamine all day long, your baseline slowly drops lower and lower. That's when people start saying, I feel numb. I'm lazy. I don't care anymore. Nothing excites me. You're not broken. Your dopamine system is overstimulated. Let me give you a simple example. Imagine a child. If you give that child candy every 5 minutes, soon, vegetables taste horrible. Real meals feel boring. The child gets angry when candy stops. That child isn't weak. That child isn't lazy. Their brain adapted. That child is you, just with a phone instead of candy. Here's the deeper truth. Dopamine decides what you chase in life. Not your goals, not your affirmations, not your motivation videos. Your dopamine system decides what feels worth doing, what feels boring, what feels painful, what feels rewarding. That's why two people can live the same life. One builds, one scrolls. Different dopamine training. Important part, you do not remove dopamine. If dopamine disappeared completely, you wouldn't move. You wouldn't care. You wouldn't survive. The goal is not to kill dopamine. The goal is to train it. You don't destroy the engine, you learn how to drive. So how do you take control without becoming extreme? Step 1. Reduce cheap dopamine. Not forever, just less. Less scrolling, less junk food, less constant stimulation. This is not punishment, it's resetting sensitivity. Step 2. Earn dopamine again. Do hard things first. Walk, study, train, work, pray, build. At first it feels boring, that's normal. Then your brain relearns. Effort equals reward. That's real motivation, not hype, not speeches, chemistry. Step 3. Delay. Don't deny. You don't say never, you say later, after effort. This prevents rebellion and builds discipline naturally. If you want the simplest system possible every day, do one hard thing first. Avoid instant pleasure for the first hour. Allow pleasure after effort. That's it. No motivation required, no superhuman discipline. Just structure. Your brain slowly switches sides. Final truth. Dopamine is not your enemy. An untrained dopamine system is. When you control dopamine, focus returns. Motivation returns. Life feels meaningful again. Not because life changed, but because what your brain chases changed. So the real question is, are you going to keep feeding the part of your brain that wants comfort now, or finally train the part that builds a future? Because whichever one you feed today is the one that controls your life tomorrow.